Hello everybody, this video was requested by Ilana, so I'm going to focus on answering her two questions regarding the cross+A application and how to create mazes using this software, and also second question was regarding what to do with the puzzles after you created them. I'm going to give you a couple of options and I hope those options are going to be the ones that can work for you. So first I'm going to start with the maze feature. So if you go into the generator tab, the last one under plus is actually a maze feature, so click on that. As you can see, I already prepared something, but let me clear this up so you can see how this works. So here on the right side you see that you have three options. If you want to select start point, click on S, and now wherever you click with the mouse, that is going to be the start point. If you click on the E letter here, that means of course you are changing the position of the end point, so start and end. And once you are happy with this, the end maze is not going to have a letter S and letter E, it's going to have dots, so it's not going to keep the S and E as a start and end point. But this is the feature that Ilana is probably wondering, that is the shape of the puzzle. So if you click on this, now you can actually create your own shape of the maze. Now what is important is that everything that is white is your maze. So if I go with this now onto the maze and click create, you see this is my start point, this is my end point, and that is the maze. But if I go here and let's say I click on this like this, so I'm holding the mouse with the left key, and this is my board now, and I'm going to switch to maze and I'm going to click on create. Now look what happens. So that section that I marked that was black, it is now omitted from the maze. So everything here that is black, it's not going to be part of the maze. So if I do this, for example, let's do this, and if I click here on create again, now this is no longer part of the maze. If I go to batch creating, it's going to batch create mazes based on this setup here. Now let's go back to the board. You can clear the board up, you can change the width and height of the board here, so on these two sliders, and also you can import image from file. Now regarding the file on its own, let me show you. So the file needs to be like this, PNG file, so it needs to be PNG file, and the area that you want maze to be needs to be transparent. So in this case, everything here that is transparent, that is going to be maze, and everything that is going to be black, it's actually going to be black cells in the maze. So this is an example that you saw when I first started the program, the software. This was the image I used. So I'm going to import this image back to the program. So I tested this rabbit as well and clover as well. So this is how your image needs to look like if you want to use an image to start your shaped maze. So let's go back to the software and let's import that file. So here I have my templates that I'm using for Luke Bau's maze generator. The system for Luke Bau's maze generator is opposite. So what you want maze to be needs to be black and everything else needs to be white or transparent. But for this software it is opposite. So what I did, I just flipped the images. So I flipped the images. I had images of clover and then I just flipped it. I invert the colors. So this is apple and this is clover and this is cross. So I'm going to try this one and click on open, and you see now this is the upper left part, this is the lower right part. The reason why it is looking like this is because my dimensions of the maze are not good enough. So now I'm going to shrink this here and I'm going to make this wider or longer like this. I'm going to clear this up. I'm going to put start here and end point somewhere around here, and I'm going to import that image again. Let's try this one. Open, and let's see. So before you actually, and I see now it's much better, I can cancel this one. If you want to remove this, so you see if I click with the left click, let's go back, it's actually here with the shape of the puzzle. So if I left click, I'm removing part of the maze. If I right click, it's going to turn it white. So I'm going to remove this one, and I'm going to remove this one as well. So now I'm going to go here and click on create, and now this is my start point, this is my end point, and this is my maze, and this is not going to be part of the maze, and this is not going to be part of the maze. So see, this is what you actually get. So that is how you use this shaping feature. So let's try it like this. Maze, create, and you see now this part is no longer part of the maze. So remember, the black is not going to be part of the maze, and white is going to be part of the maze. You can also use, right now I'm holding the right click of the mouse, and it makes it easier to create a shape. So first make sure that your dimensions are correct, and once you are happy with dimensions, then you can play with the settings here. So that would be how to use the maze feature. The next question she asked is, okay, so we have now generated 100, 200 puzzles. Now what? How can we use that? So the option you asked is Canva. Now I understand the love towards Canva, but the way you would upload puzzles into Canva would be puzzle per puzzle per puzzle. So let's say you have 100 puzzles. That means you need to upload 100 pages into Canva. You also need to upload 100 pages of solutions. And I really believe Canva is not the best choice to prepare books. So the option number one is PowerPoint. Now I understand the issue with this one is if you do not own PowerPoint. That is the major blocking point, if you do not own PowerPoint. For me, that concept is strange because in my country, in my region, you cannot buy a computer without Microsoft Office. It's just like, I mean, it's just mentality. Nobody's going to buy a computer if it doesn't come with Windows and Microsoft Office. It is just like standard. So the concept of somebody owning a computer and do not have Office on it, do not have PowerPoint on it, is strange to me. But I can understand that maybe in your country, in your area, PCs, when you buy them, they come without Microsoft Office. So just I hope that you can understand that it is a foreign concept to me, because nobody would buy. If you go to the local store and they are selling laptops and the guy sells you laptop and it doesn't have Office, I mean, it's just our mentality. We would come back and say, you sold me empty computer, what I'm going to do with it. So everybody knows. So the seller knows that he needs to, the moment, even if from the factory it comes, the laptop comes empty, computer comes empty, they know that before the sale they need to put Office on it. I mean, it's only like specific in specific time that that Office is not included and Windows is not included. So I'm going to first show you the PowerPoint option to create a book, and then I'm going to switch to other options in case if you do not have PowerPoint. So option that I'm using is the puzzle generator, but you can also do the same thing as you would do in Canva. You can use the free option to import images inside PowerPoint, and that would be here under Insert, and under photo album, new photo album, and then you can import all the images at once. You just select them as images, image folder using this feature. But the feature I'm using is puzzle generator, and then under image tools I have bulk import images. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to select my folder with puzzles. So that is the first thing that I'm going to import. I'm going to import puzzles, so click on puzzles. Okay, and now it is asking me all kinds of settings. I want to have my puzzles to have titles, so I'm going to put Sudoku. And what else? Margins, I'm going to set margins to 0.4 all around, 0.4, 0.4, and bottom 0.4. Is everything okay? Yes, it looks good. Font, okay. Let's do it. Okay, so I have images. Maybe I should have added bigger margin, but that's okay. I can easily undo and start over with this. I can also easily change the font as well, the size of the font, using the same tool. So that is how you import puzzles. Now I'm going to create a new slide, blank slide, and I'm going to repeat that procedure with puzzle generator, bulk import images, and now I'm going to pick solution. And this time I'm going to type solution, and I'm going to select 6 images per slide. Everything else stays the same, and click OK. And give it a couple of seconds. And that's it. Now I have puzzles solution. So let's review everything. I have first image. First page is empty, and then let me show you like this. So first page is empty, and then I have puzzles, and then I have solutions at the back. I can use the same way I imported 6 images for solution. I could import 6 images per puzzle as well. So I didn't have to put one puzzle on page. I could easily put 6. And now if I want to, I don't know, for example, if I want to add bleed or add some decoration, if I want to change the pages to be left and right, I could use the set gutter size. So if I click on this one, it's going to move every even page a little bit to the left and uneven page a little bit to the right. So it's going to add mirror margins. So that would be the way to create a puzzle book, assemble puzzle book using puzzle generator. Option number 2 would be to use Lookbow's puzzle compiler, so book puzzle compiler. The logic is the same, but in this case you do not need PowerPoint. It's going to create PowerPoint as well, but you do not need to have a PowerPoint. It also creates, I believe, OpenOffice, LibreOffice, and stuff like that. I'm going to put a screenshot here from his Gumroad listing, so you can check what output file types it actually allows. So here you would pick image folder, width of the slide, height of the slide, margins, how many images you want per slide, image aspect ratio, title, so that will be Sudoku and solution, and then font if you want to set the font, and save location, and then click on generate. So that would be option number 2. Option number 3 would be to use this puzzle book generator by KDP Tools. So it is similar program like Lookbow's, same concept. Here you have a video tutorial, so you can check it out. The link for everything is down below in description. So you have interface just like any other interface, and you need to import your images. I believe the only restriction here for this software is that you cannot change the size of the book. I believe at the moment the only possible size of the book is US letter. I believe that's the only restriction here that is within this software. Book Publisher Tools, let me see, can I find it? Yes, this one. Easy puzzle books and mixed puzzle books. I believe it's this one of these two. So easy puzzle books, but this is also plugin for PowerPoint. So if you do not have PowerPoint, once again, you're not going to be able to use it. So this one works the same as the one I just showed you before. The logic is the same. You tell him where the puzzles are, you set up the grid, you tell him the folder where you have the solutions, and it generates PowerPoint with your files. So the concept of this is the same. So at the end of the day, PowerPoint is a good investment to have on your computer for creating books, not just puzzle books. Not just puzzle books, because for example, I don't know, let me show you something. You see, all of this is grouped. All these images are grouped. If I want to ungroup everything, so I'm going to select all the slides, because if I want to change something, I'm going to use my shuffler and I'm going to ungroup everything. And you see, this is just one click. Imagine how long it would take you to ungroup all this. And now once everything is ungrouped, let me see this. Go to puzzle generator, change individual fonts. Let's see, do we have Calibri font? Now it should allow me to change. But let's say you want to stick with Canva. So if you want to stick with Canva, when you go to batch creating, select PDF, and it's going to generate, and this is important, this is not going to generate PDF with all the files inside one PDF. This is just file format. So if, for example, if I click on each of these and I click create, it's going to generate for one maze, it's going to generate one JPEG, one PDF, one PNG, one SVG. For the second maze, it's going to create another JPEG, PDF, PNG, SVG. So it's going to create for each maze, each puzzle, it's going to generate unique file, unique puzzle file, unique solution file. So if you want to import the images into Canva, then yes, I agree that you need to use PDF feature. That is the only choice if you are going to use Canva. And then here in this section where you have export to PDF, you can change only this. So this is how your puzzle is going to look like. It's going to be in the middle of the paper, and the paper is going to be A4, because that is what we use in entire planet except in the United States. So A4 is a standard. Standard paper sizes are A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, and the logic behind the paper size is that you have one size that is A0, and then you cut it in half, that's A1, cut it in half, that's A2, cut it in half, that's A3, and that is how we have our paper sizes. So this is not going to, when you click PDF, it's not going to create PDF of just the puzzle, it's going to be PDF plus everything else around it, and you can only select to be in the landscape or in portrait. So that is the option. And that's it. If you have any more questions, ask me down below. I hope this video was helpful to you. Everything I mentioned is in the links down below. And until next video, I hope you stay safe and take care, everybody. Bye.